Hey guys, how's it going? DonScizor here, bringing you the first team builder for the IBC, the International Battle Competition. And the first weak opponent that we have is the Belgian Beldums. They're rocking a pretty solid team, as you can see on the layout. But I think my team is really well prepared for that battle, and I think we can steal the win over there. So first of all, let's have a look at the Belgian Beldums. They have Tapu Koko, they have a Breloom, Scizors, Porygon, Z, Zatu, Fione, a Megalatios, Excadrill, Dusclops, Umbreon, and last but not least, Delibird, mascot of my favorite YouTuber overall, Shady Penguin. Like I said, his team is pretty solid overall. There's a lot of threats on his team. Obviously, the ones standing out right away are Tapu Koko and Megalatios. But don't be mistaken for, like, example, an Excadrill. Even without the sand, it's still a pretty good Pokemon. It can be brought as a defensive spinner, for example, due to its typing. But it can also be run offensively with Choice Scarf, Choice Band, or whatever he wants to do with it. Salazzle over there, really high special attack stat. Can be run Specs, can be run Scarf as well. So there's some threats on his team. He has a Dusclops, which is really bulky. He has an Umbreon, which can heal the team around or provide with heal bell support. Breloom with Spore is something we have to look out for, because we don't want it to spore and just set up on us. And so overall, we have to look out for a lot on his team. What I'm predicting, first of all, what he's going to bring, which will make it a lot easier to discuss what I'm bringing, is that he's going to bring, in my opinion, Tapu Koko for sure, Megalati for sure, Excadrill I think will be coming as well, Salazzle will be coming, and let's see, there's two more left. If he's going for, I think I would recommend him some bulk as well, but he would go for Dusclops or Umbreon. Don't see them both coming, to be fair, so probably looking at my team, I would bring Dusclops, to be fair, for the bulk with the Eviolite as well. And last but not least, it would be Porygon Z or Delibird. He was talking about using Delibird as a Destiny Bond user. So you might want to try that out on me, so I have to look out for that. But I think we're well prepared. So let's have a look at our team, you guys. I'm pretty excited to use this team. I think it's a really good team that I drafted, and we have a very good matchup against this team, I think. So first up, definitely what stood out right away, what I had to bring, is Tangela, our little mom spaghetti over here. With this physical defense that is rocking 361 already, as you guys can see with the EV spread. But combine that with Eviolite, which gives it another 180 added to that. It just gets 540 in physical defense. So unless you're really good at like hitting my Tangela, you cannot break through this. And even if you do a little bit, let's say for example you get me down to like let's say 30 HP or 30% HP, I can just switch out and have my regenerator get me back to over 50 again. So Tangela, I was happy I drafted it, but right now I'm really excited of using it as well. The reason I'm bringing it is, for example, for the Breloom, if it decides to spore or whatever, doesn't affect my Tangela. It can do whatever it wants and it won't hurt me. It's there as well, for example, for the Fione if it decides to come. It is there for Excadrill, because Excadrill doesn't have anything on there as well. And even if he doesn't bring all the threats that I'm bringing Tangela for, with the knock off, we can just knock items off, so that's always a good option. But also the lead seed there, providing some health back for us and some health gone from the opponent, is really good. And to finish that off, there's Giga Drain, stab move, which will also give me even more health back. And I was debating the last move, but lead seed already is a risky one, because he has a Zatu on his team. And if he decides to switch that in, lead seed will bounce back. Not that it will be from effect to us, so that one's okay. But if I would do Toxic, for example, and he would bounce that back, my Tangela would be Toxic. And to be fair, that's definitely something that I don't want. So I decided to go with the fourth move, Synthesis. Just in case I'm on really low health and I don't know what he's going to bring in. Or he's going to bring in Salazzle, for example. I can just get myself up high as possible, switch out to get more health back, and then Tangela is all ready to beat that annoying wall that I predict that it will be in this match. So I'm excited to use Tangela. Second Pokemon, and when we're talking about physical walls, we're talking about Tangela. But if we're talking about special walls, I mean, just look at this floor. Just 447 special defense in total thanks to this AV spread. With the calm nature there as well. It just takes hits. Can heal itself up with Wish and Protect. Can heal others up with the Wish. Moonblast is there for a stab move. Can hit the Mega Latios as well, which is the main reason Forges is here as well. Because Mega Latios, even after a Calm Mind, cannot do anything against us. So that's really good. And last but not least, Aromatherapy is there in case he does get a poison up with Scizors, for example. Or and let's see, I don't think he has any other options, or maybe a para with Tapu Koko or something. But in case he does get a status on us, Aromatherapy is there just to heal up the team. And I'm really happy I got Florges. Like I said in the team builder, Florges is a Pokemon I've used in the past a lot. And that's one of the reasons I didn't draft it in the last draft leagues I was in, because I don't want to keep using the same Pokemon each and every single time. Mainly because I don't want to be too predictable myself, but I also like to discover some new things. For example, Tangela now. But Florges, I really needed it, and it's going to be really solid throughout this season. And there's nothing bad I can say with Florges as a special defensive wall. With leftovers there as well, just healing myself up, it's just perfect. So we were talking about walls, and now it's time to go look and have some hard hitters on the squad. And the first one that's on there is my Zygarde. Pokemon I never used in a draft league before. Always wanted it, and now I got it. So it will be really useful. I'm rocking the basic set with Dragon Dance, Outrage, Thousand Arrows, and Extreme Speed. I got the Expert Belt on there in case I am in against an Excadrill, for example, and it's rocking some sort of berry, or maybe Salazzle as well. The Expert Belt will hit harder and hopefully break through the berry. After a Dragon Dance support, we are just insanely high. The reason I'm rocking 200 in speed is to outspeed a Tapu Koko after a Dragon Dance. So with that, I could leave the rest of the 52 in the HP stat and 252 in attack. Jolly Nature here, like I said, to outspeed after a Dragon Dance, because that's something we could really use in this game. And if we don't outspeed, we know that he's scarfed, and that intel can be really important as well. But why I like using Zygarde, or why I'm gonna enjoy Zygarde, I think, is if I'm in and he can bring a flying type, let's say Xatu for example, even if I do 1000 arrows, it just hits insanely hard because it's a stab move, but flying types are not immune to it, and that's just really awesome. Having a ground type move that can hit flying types as well. It doesn't have to make me think of whether I'm gonna use it or not. I can do a Dragon Dance, or if I want to kill something, I can just 1000 arrows right away. And Zygarde, I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun within this league. I love using Dragon types on the teams, and Zygarde's just an insane hard-hitting Pokemon. Even with a Jolly Nature, Adamant would be better, of course, but even with Jolly Nature, he will be able to hit insanely hard. Next up, my Mega is here, Mega Pidgeot. Obviously, as you guys can see, I'm rocking a 3 times Ice weakness now on the squad, but I think that, like, for example, if he brings Mega Latios with Ice Beam, which I'm pretty sure it will have, I can just switch in Florges, I can switch in Arcanine, I can switch in Kabutops. So I'm fine with that Ice weakness on the squad, because Mega Pidgeot could be really useful. When it's Mega, it outspeeds the Mega Latios, for example, so that's something we really need. We have Hurricane on here. It always hits thanks to the ability No Guard. Can also get a Confusion also, that can be really useful. We can have U-turn support as well, in case we just want to chip some Pokemon. We can just U-turn out there into something better. We have Heat Wave on here for the likes of a Breloom, for the likes of Excadrill, for the likes of Delibird, for example. And last but not least, if he decides to bring a Stealth Rocks on, for example, Excadrill, or we get something bound, we don't have anything myself, so I don't have to talk about that. But if he decides to go with something, we can just use Defog, The 224 in speed is enough to outspeed the threats that we have on his squad, for example the Scizors. So 28 in HP left, 252 in special attack, just being able to hit as hard as possible. And Pidgeot, never used it as well, so it's also a new team member for me. And in the beginning, when I was a new player, I've always looked down on Mega Pidgeot. I was like, well, why would you use it? It's just a Pidgeot and it's in tier 2. Why use it? But it's actually with the speed stat and special attack stat and the stab hurricane that always connects. It's actually quite useful if you have the right team around it. So I think Pidgeot will prove its value for me in this season, and I'm excited to use it. So let's go on to our 5th and almost last team member, and that's Arcanine over here. Let me get a drink because it's insanely hot in the Netherlands today. I think it's like 34 degrees already, so need to stay hydrated. But Arcanine is here, for example, the Breloom, and it's here for the Excadrill, and the main reason I'm bringing it is for the Salazzle as well. Because instead of running Intimidate, I'm rocking Flash Fire. So let's say I'm rocking with Tangela, and I'm pretty sure that if I'm rocking with Tangela, he decides to bring Salazzle in, because Salazzle is a special attacker, and my Tangela cannot take that very well. If he goes for a fire type move, that's fine by me. Flash Fire will just be a total resist to it. A Flare Blitz will do insane amount of damage to whatever he decides to bring. And it won't kill the Salazzle, but I can kill the Salazzle afterwards with extreme speed. So what I did is I wanted to be a little bit more bulky with my Arcanine today. And so that's why it's rocking leftovers and not like Choice Band or whatever. So it's rocking 252 in HP, 56 in special defense. So I can just be able to take a hit from the Salazzle like a Sludge Wave a little bit easier. And then 200 in attack is enough to get the kill in 2 turns. So like I said, I'm predicting Salazzle to come. Even if it doesn't, it will hit like Excadrill insanely hard. It will hit Breloom insanely hard. The Wild Charge is there for Xatu, Fiona, Delibird. And extreme speed is always good to have on the squad. Because if I need something down, like for example Tapu Koko or whatever on this team, extreme speed has priority. And it will do a good amount of damage. So having that on there as a move is always good. And last but not least, Morning Sun is on there as well. Like I said, I need Arcanine in this battle for the Salazzle. If I get chipped down earlier, I could just Morning Sun up and be at the highest health as possible. And last but not least, you guys, the Pokemon that I drafted first and am really excited to use is my Genesect. And what's good about Genesect is it makes people think about which hidden power they will take on towards my team, because Genesect obviously appreciates hidden power Ice, and Zygarde and Mega Pidgeot don't, but Genesect is a huge threat as well, and he doesn't appreciate hidden power Fire, which Zygarde will take. So people will have to think what my main threat's going to be, and they have to give up one of the hidden powers. So it's either gonna be Zygarde, it's either gonna be Pidgeot, it's either gonna be Kabuto, or Steel Kabuto is his nickname, sorry. So it's either gonna be Genesect, so that's one of the reasons I'm excited with Genesect on this squad. I decided to go Genesect Choice Scarfed in this game. The main reason for that is I want to be able to outspeed the Tapu Koko. And to be fair, it could be that his Koko is Scarfed. Because obviously, I haven't talked about that yet. I'm having a Alolan Raichu on the squad. And for you guys that don't know, the Search Surfer ability provides me with double speed once I'm on electric terrain. I still think that even though he knows that he's going to bring Tapu Koko, because Koko is an insane member on his team, I'm just not bringing Raichu because it's too predictable. And he could be running a Choice Scarf Tapu Koko just to be able to deal with the speed stat of my Raichu. If it would have been there, because he still could predict me of bringing that due to the speed stat. So if we don't outspeed the Koko, we do get that intel, which is fine by me. We're rocking a special or a biased mixed Scarfer on this Genesect. The only special or the only physical attack is U-turn. U-turn on there to be able to get out of there, chip something and go into something better. Flamethrower is there to hit like the Breloom again, the Excadrill, good stuff. Technoblast is just insanely powerful, and Flash Cannon is there for the Tapu Koko, for example. So all in all, you guys, I think this team takes out all of his threats that we should be scared for. And with those walls that I have on the squad, I don't think he has an answer to those walls, because the only option could be Scizor, but if he goes Scizor, then I'm fine with going either into like a Zygarde, for example. But we have to look out for that. But we have Arcanine especially made for that Scizor, because Scizor does take out the Tangela, does take out the Florges, but it doesn't take out the Arcanine. So it can do whatever it wants. I'm pretty confident we will get the win, you guys. But you can look forward to that tomorrow. I already mentioned it in Team Builder, but I will discuss that one more time. Well, not discuss, but I will mention it one more time, since it's a new series on the channel. The Team Builders will be live on the Thursdays, like you're watching it today, so you can expect it every single week. And the matches will be on here on the Friday evenings, my time. So you can always look forward to that. So let me know in the comments, you guys, what you think of the team. Will you think the team will be able to get the win? Would you do something else? I mean, would you use, for example, Alolan Raichu instead? Because I do get if you would pick Alolan Raichu due to the speed, but I just thought it would be too predictable. But like I said, I'm always looking into getting some feedback. I'm never too old to learn, obviously, and even though I'm an experienced battler, in my opinion, I always look into feedback because I can always learn from that. So let's have a discussion in the comment sections if you think this team is good or if you would have done something different. And do you also think we will be able to start the season off with a win? So let me know in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do, so you don't miss any of the Draft League content and you don't miss any other content on the channel as well. And your support is greatly appreciated, you guys. So I really want to point that out. And for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you at the match tomorrow. Bye bye.